Hey tubies, it's Lord Ision. Well, it's Saturday night, it's late, but I thought we'd have a walk, so come on along. I'm out, I'm walking, it's a gentle night air, it's cool today, not too hot, it's in the 70s. I'm wearing my sacred veil. For those of you who are new here, I'm a Wiccan high priest, a high priest of the Order of the Purple Cord. And I wear the purple veil, it's a sacred veil, as a sign of my priesthood. I'm known as Lord Ision, which is my title, granted to me by the Order. I'm scanning the sky to see if I see the moon, but I don't see it tonight. We have a little bit of cloud cover. And maybe it's just a little early. I forgot to check the moon tables today to see what time the moon rises. But we're in waxing moon now. We just passed the dark moon, and so the power is growing. You know, when you walk, sometimes at night you see greater definition because of the way the light and the darkness play. Like, look at this beautiful tree's roots. Isn't this beautiful? This lovely tree here that I'm underneath. It's just lovely. Hello, Mr. Tree. How are you? I'm mindful of your roots, so I will not step on them. Blessings to you. May you have nourishment always, peace and protection. So mote it be. You see, I've always said it, and it's true, the trees are our friends. And so when we honor the trees, we honor life. If all the trees of the earth left us, our planet would be devoid of oxygen, and we would all die. But you know, there are a lot of people who don't value the earth, and they just treat it like, you know, their own junkyard. They trash and destroy everything. But those of the Wicca who are mindful, we know the truth. You know, the sky's a little hazy. I'm not seeing any moon, but that's okay. It's nice to be here. You can see the lush green grass and the trees. We want to really enjoy them because soon autumn will be here. And we're going to have everything fade to brown. And then, of course, it'll go to orange and gold and then brown. And soon we'll be walking in a winter wonderland before you know it. There's a quiet hush here along the woodland that borders the creek. I think tonight we'll walk down and take a look at the creek. Maybe we can do some scrying down there. Let's see if it's possible. If it's too dark, I also brought a silver mirror. We'll do that as well. But let's see what we can find naturally. Come on along. You know, the witches of old, they didn't have all the fancy stuff like we have, scrying mirrors and silver bowls and all of that. The witches of old would seek out bodies of water, lakes and ponds and rivers, and they would do their magic there. So calm here. Here's a little vista. It's not showing up on camera, but this is an open place and I can see the river down here through this little opening. It's like a little window. It's lovely. Look how green everything is. I love the greenery where I live. You know, as I said, the witches of old didn't have all the fancy stuff. Their wand may have simply been a stick that they found in the woods. Their scrying mirror was the local lake. Their broom was a magical instrument. We need to do a whole video on the broom. I think we'll do that next week. A video on the broom on Wiccan Wednesday. I don't think I've talked about that much. Here we are now. We're coming up to the footbridge of the creek. let's just see if we can look into the water tonight, see what there is to see. I'm so glad you guys are coming along on this adventure. It's fun to share these moments with you. You know, here we are at this creek, and this bridge, it's so mystical at night. It's like a bridge into the darkness, but I call that the other side, the realm of the Fae. So we cross from the secular world with all its bright lights into the quiet realm of the Fae. You know, one of the things that I've learned about this bridge is that when you walk at night, don't put your hands on the railings, because spiders build nests here. In fact, I think I see one now. Here it is. There's a spider's nest here. It's not showing up on camera, but there's a little spider. Can you see him? Let's see if we can get it. It's hard to see, but I'll zoom in. There, maybe you can see it. There's a spider in the middle of the screen in his nest. And if you put your hand here, you'll break the webs. You know, some poor spider toiled for hours to make this little nest to live in. So we want to be mindful of that. At night, all sort of things become visible if you're aware of them. And so we want to watch for that. Also, here along the banks of the river, particularly over here, you can see, a lot of times I'll see toads or frogs come up here and they'll nestle here and chirp. You know, so if you walk off of the path into such an area, you want to be really mindful that you don't disturb a frog or, you know, another creature's den. You know, they need their dens and protection just like we need ours. So let's be mindful. And speaking of spider's nest, here's a larger spider. I don't know if he'll show up on camera, but there he is. He's got a beautiful nest. It's about 2 feet big, built here in the railings of the bridge. Can you guys see him there? These spiders are not deadly or harmful, so we want to be mindful and respectful of them. All life is sacred. And his nest is right here, built in the railing. Can you see that? You can't see the nest, but I think you can see the spider. There he is. That's why I say when you're out walking, and I be careful with your hands and arms so you don't disturb other life forms. Well, here we are at the water's edge, and I actually have a great field for scrying. I can actually scry. It's probably not going to show up, but maybe we'll try. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a vision going here. You know, when you do scrying at night at a creek or a river or a lake, you want to just get out of the light and let your eyes relax. And as I look here into the water, I'm actually getting a beautiful mirrored effect. Now, unfortunately, it's not showing up on camera so well, but we're going to do a scrying anyways. And let me just see what comes through for us, okay? So we want to just relax and just let our gaze go into our mirror. I like to say I have the biggest scrying mirror on YouTube. Wow, you know, as I'm looking into the water, it's like clouds swirling here. It's really beautiful and quite amazing. And I'm seeing a light. It's like a bright, glowing ball of light. It's almost like a ball of fire. And I'm seeing that ball of fire extend. It's like elongating. Oh, it's like a beautiful flame, like you might see a candle flame or a bonfire flame. It's kind of like a bonfire, but a very bright flame that is rising. And so as I watch it, oh, it's beautiful. I'm seeing hands. There are hands, like cupped hands below the flame. And the cupped hands look like a woman's hands. I know who this is, I think. I hear a voice. She said, yes, you know it is I. She said, I am Vesta. And she says, I come because you called me this week. She says, on Wednesday, you spoke of my sacred flame. And she says, I bring to you now again the sacred flame tonight. Let this sacred flame be your light on your journey. Let it bless you. Let it guide you. Let it protect you. And she says, not only you, but all who are hearing my words this night. My sacred flame is a blessing for them as well. And she's fully emerging, kind of like out of clouds now. She's holding the flame literally in her hands, but it's not burning her. And she says, I am the mistress of the flame. I am an ancient mother. And she said, my people of ancient days knew me and called to me. I was known as Hestia. I've also been called Vesta. And she said, the name is not as important as that you receive the blessing of my flame. In your homes, keep the flame alight. Let your hearth light be my light. Call upon me, and I will bring you the blessing of this flame. She's like handing the flame to me now. I'm almost like scared because I feel like if I touch it, I'll get burned. She says to me, she said, you can hold the flame in your spirit hands. It will not burn you. And in my vision, I can see my hands now. And I'm holding the flame. This is amazing. Vesta is telling me that, she said, it is beautiful that you keep the flame in your home. For those who wish to connect to me, create a sacred flame and bring it into your home. But moreover, I'm trying to get her words here. She says, I would rather that you keep the flame in your heart. That is the true eternal flame. She says, the earthly flame may fade, but the flame in your heart will never fade. And I am there in that flame. I am Vesta. I give you the blessing now of the flame. This is really amazing. And now the flame in her hands, she's holding it back in her hands, it's blazing. It's like a bonfire. It's just amazing to see this. Now the image is faded. Sometimes that happens. You know, it's a short vision, but wow, what a powerful experience. Now, how beautiful it is to be here at the river at night. It's so calm. We'll have to come down here and do an invocation soon of Ganges Ma, the Ganges goddess. But anyways, it's late. Psychic Bob's got more work to do tonight. You know me, I work around the clock. So I'm going to head home so I can upload this video. But it is so awesome to have you here with us. You know, it's nice to get out and walk. I've had a really busy day. I taught my psychic development class. We had a great class today. We talked about how to connect with spirit animals and totem guides. And next week, our next Saturday, we're going to talk about auras. How to see auras, how to read auras, how to interpret auras. Not just of people, but of objects and places and animals too. So if you're interested in learning about auras, you might want to come and subscribe to my psychic development class. Just go to my website, thepsychicbob.com, and when you scroll down, you'll see a header It's a psychic development class, and under that will be a PayPal button. The price of the class next week is $30. It's going to be about a 2-hour class from 12 to 2 p.m. Eastern U.S. time. And we're doing it via Zoom. So if you'd like to join our class, just go there, click on the PayPal button. It'll send me your registration. And I will send you a link next Saturday at around 11:30 a.m. that will bring you into the classroom. You don't have to have Zoom on your computer or know how to even use it. Just click the link I send you, and that'll put you right in the class. So I hope you'll come out and join us as we explore auras. Well, guys, I'm thankful for you being here. And listen, if you want to get on my schedule for a private reading, give me a call. 703-825-3929 is my phone number. Private reading is a full hour, you and me, one-on-one. And we cover everything: past, present, future, spirit guides, messages from deceased loved ones, all of that, karmic links. And I answer all of your questions as well. So if you want to get on my schedule for a private reading, give me a call. I'd love to hear from you. Well, listen, keep it here at Spirit Channel. You know we've always got more coming. Tomorrow is Sunday. We're going to do a live broadcast at 7 p.m. Eastern U.S. time. It's going to be Sunday night hangout with Psychic Bob. I'll be doing live psychic readings, taking your psychic questions from chat. Be there. We'll have a great time. You guys are the best. I love you. Thank you for being here. You guys rock. Well, listen, we'll see you back here tomorrow for Sunday night hangout with Psychic Bob. And until then, may all of you always blessed be. We all come from the goddess, and to her we shall return like a drop of rain, flowing to the ocean. We all come from the goddess.